Hey, I've just been sitting here thinking. Remember a few years ago when we took that family vacation to San Diego with Aunt Kim?
And Uncle Dean, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, that was awesome.
and your cousins. I've been thinking a lot about that evening when we were all together and we were talking and
The global warming discussion.
exactly.
That was pretty bad.
I just said, I don't really believe in global warming.
Oh, yeah. Even I knew something was wrong. Something was going to happen.
Yeah.
Uh,
They were pretty upset with me because they thought, how can you be so totally out of touch with reality? And I'm thinking I didn't say anything all that bad, but they thought it was horrible. And
Oh, yeah.
conversation stopped. They were just so upset with me they couldn't talk with me because they thought, why talk with somebody that's so out of touch with reality?
I could tell. They didn't even really, neither did you, but they didn't, they weren't considering anything. And it was a tough discussion.
Well, that night I went to bed and I thought, oh my gosh, I've lost touch with my grandchildren. They don't want to listen to me. They don't want to hear anything I have to say. What am I going to do? And I just knelt down and prayed and said, God, you got to help me because I've got to find common ground with them. They just think I'm kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I prayed about it, and then I thought, okay, so I'm going to do a Google search. And I went online and I Googled, how should Christians see global warming? And I was really surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Because it said,
We're supposed to love the environment.
exactly.
Out of all the people.
That's right. You're right. That's exactly what it said. That of all people, we should love the earth. God created the earth. We should be the ones that want to care for it the most. And so I thought, okay, that's good. That's common ground. I can deal with that. I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to try and fix this.
Yeah.
So I got up in the morning and I made the big, bold statement again. I have something to say. Remember the look on your dad and
They were not
face?
excited. I'll say that much.
Because I thought I was going to really mess it up again. But I said to Jacob and Malia, I want to apologize. I'm really sorry. I didn't even listen to you. I didn't even listen to your point of view. And I'm so sorry about that. And I remember Auntie Kim just looking and saying, oh, did you hear that, kids? Mimi just apologized.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
It's always refreshing when someone understands where you're coming from and just seeds something over to you so that you can just have good conversation and you can know and understand each other's story.
That's right. But your dad, as a world traveler, talked about it from more of a global perspective. Remember Uncle Dean's? What Uncle Dean
Oh, yeah, because he lives on Hawaii and he thinks that it's terrible what's happening, harming the oceans.
Yeah. And then everybody entered into a conversation and we were listening to each other. I loved that. And it made me really think about, okay, so what am I missing? Because we're 4 generations apart.
Yeah.
I grew up in a very different world than you do,
Yeah.
than you are. And I don't understand your world as well as I should. And I need to. Because part of my story is going to be part of your dad's story, and your dad and my story will be part of your story.
And to my kids and their
And
kids.
it goes on to generations. Our stories pass on. And the most important part of my story, Noah, I want you to know, to my heart, the most important part of my story is the story of Christ and how he has just been the biggest part of my life. And I just pray that'll be part of your story and your sister and your cousins.
Yeah, he's what connects all of our stories, actually. Common ground.
That's right, common ground.
Take 90 seconds at your table. What did you hear and see?